maybe a little drag. Hell yeah. All right, so we got the car all loaded up, getting ready to head to the drag strip. We're gonna see if this thing runs. So it's never been to a drag strip before. Car's actually only been running for, I don't know, 2 months-ish maybe. And my dad hasn't been to a drag strip, God knows how long, since he's ran on one, probably 25 years. So, it's a little bit of a, some learning curve to learn to figure out what this car wants and him getting back used to it. So I guess we'll see what it does. So hopefully runs pretty decent. I guess we'll find out. Other thing to note, so yeah, this is that car. It's got that Hughes Whiplash cam and 360 and everything. So just keep that in mind. So like I said, this motor is in my truck with a set of open headers. It ran a 1385 at like, I think it was 99 mile an hour maybe. It didn't quite crack 100. Yeah, and I'm trying to think. So this car is about 600 pounds lighter than my pickup truck. So that's factoring in, figure it'll probably pick up a pretty good amount of speed and, some time just based on weight. So hopefully it runs pretty good. I guess we'll get a chance to see what this car can do. Hell yeah. Alright, we got the Cuda. We got the old man. We're getting ready to go racing. All right, we're going to Tech. What's it gonna run? Twos. I'm thinking 1341 at 103 first pass.
I like it.
What do you bet?
1325.
All righty, I guess we'll find out. I'll bet $1 on it. Up next to run, street tire class. First time on a drag strip in a long time. First cars to go. Alrighty, here we go. First rip ever. Not bad. We only made one pass.
One pass.
1361 at 102.8, which unfortunately we had a coolant leak, so now we're screwed and we're going home, which is unfortunate.
The only pass, but that's okay.
One pass. We'll be back.
Can't complain.
We'll come back next time.
Great night.
Well, it's the next day. Unfortunately, we only made one pass, and it was because we got a coolant leak. If you know anything about going to the drag strip, if you got a coolant leak, that is a big no-no. They do not like that. especially if you dump a bunch of coolant on the track, you're going to piss a lot of people off because it is not easy to clean up. So what ended up happening on these friggin' small block Mopars here, these lower bolts going into the water pump go into a water jacket, and we used thread sealer on this one, and it finally just let loose. This side actually had a leak when we first put it together, and I pulled it apart and used like that Right Stuff RTV silicone, and it seems like it's held up pretty good. But man, it seems like that thread sealer just never seems to work all that great on that. All right, well, I'm back here with the Cuda again. I'm just gonna pull it in. I'm gonna fix this coolant leak. Shouldn't take long. Should be pretty easy. Then get it ready for drag racing next weekend, I guess. Okay, well, unfortunately, I'm probably gonna have to drain the coolant out. Looks like it's a little low anyways from leaking. Guess I'll get a catch pan set up down there. We'll just drain it. It's kind of weird that there's nothing in here. All right, maybe it doesn't have any coolant in it. There we go. The old snap-on ratchet for the win. Come on now. Come on. There we go. See if we can't make this excruciatingly long. All right, well, I'm going to get this the rest of the way out. I think you understand what I'm getting at. All right, well, I got the bolt out. As you can see, it's got, probably a little easier here. It's got thread sealer on it. Obviously, it didn't do real great, so I'm going to clean this off and put some RTV on this, and that seems to work pretty good. Yeah, so here I found that this, the Right Stuff, like black or gray, whatever. If you need something that's like a thread sealer for coolant, that seems to work better than anything else. I've tried a couple different types, like I think Permatex makes like the white thread sealer with PTFE. Junk, don't use it. RTV, though, seems to work really well. I don't, I guess, whatever, it's a sealer, but I guess we're going to goo the threads up and put this bolt back in. That thing should be good to go. We'll do a pressure test on, make sure everything is done leaking, and I think it'll be ready to rip for next weekend. Yep, so it's for stuff like this, kind of like a nice coating around the threads, kind of get it in there. Seems to work really good, so I'm going to shove this back in there, get it tightened up. Should be good to go. Alrighty. Alright, she's tight. Get her filled back up with coolant, make sure she doesn't leak. I think we'll be ready. Alright, so I got that all tightened up. I'm gonna leave the coolant out for a little bit. I'm gonna let that set up just a smidge. Stuff says it's good in like, 5 minutes to throw back together. I like to give it a little more time just to make sure it doesn't leak. And we'll go from there, fill it up and check it. Be right back with you. Of course, it's impossible to work on anything without making a complete fucking mess. Alright, well, I hooked this coolant pressure tester up. It's been sitting there at like 7 pounds for, I don't know, probably 20 minutes now. Not a drip, so I think we're good to go. Already topped her off with coolant, and I think it's ready. So unhook this and pull her back out. All right, we'll get this thing warmed back up. God, this thing just starts so nice, man. I don't get it. It never started this nice in my truck. All right, we'll let her warm up, and obviously it's dead cold pretty much. Check the coolant level, and I think that'll be it. All right, well, I just took her for a drive. Everything looks good, no leaks. So I think we're planning on going to the racetrack again next weekend. Hopefully get 3 passes in instead of 1. And we'll see what it does, man. I'm sure we can pick up from a 1361. It was a pretty soft hit on this, that first one. So appreciate anybody that watched this far. Hopefully tune in for next week when we do it again. So thanks again. Appreciate it.